Hey everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Tip. My name is Brenda and I am going to be your cooking guide today. So we are going to actually do a marinated Asian chicken kebabs, and then we're going to do a homemade plum sauce with that, and then we're also going to do an Asian coleslaw to actually go with all of this. So let's go ahead and get started with our marinade. So I'm doing the chicken thighs, so I just kind of cut them in like chunks so I can go ahead and put these on the skewer later. And then I also have a tip for when you're doing marinades. A lot of times when you have honey and sugar, they get really sticky and it burns the meat. So I'm going to show you how to take care of not doing that. So I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. You could do fresh if you like. And then I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of ginger. And I'm just using the ginger paste on this. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our soy sauce. And I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of this. And I think I did 4 chicken thighs with this recipe. But you can, I said 3. Okay. And then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And next up, we're going to do a little bit of that sweet Thai chili sauce. I'm going to do a tablespoon of this. This adds a little heat, but not a ton when you're talking with the marinade. And then I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of honey. And last but not least, the brown sugar. I'm going to do about a tablespoon of this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, that was a very aggressive tablespoon, but with this recipe, you can be a little bit off. It doesn't matter. So I want to just go ahead, give a good mix on this, and then I'm going to set this aside probably for at least an hour. And then we're going to go ahead, skewer these, and then we'll work on our plum sauce and that Asian coleslaw. So we'll be back in an hour. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Tip. We are ready to cook our chicken. So as promised, I'm going to show you how to keep your chicken from sticking to your grill when you do a marinade. So I'm actually just going to use parchment paper. So anytime you're using the marinades and you've got stuff that's really sticky, I just go ahead and throw it straight on the parchment paper. So I'm just going to take and skewer our chicken, put these on the kebabs, and then I'm just going to do pineapple. And what I like to do is I do like to kind of separate the two of them, just because the pineapple doesn't need as long to cook, and I think it cooks better if it's kind of separated. Doesn't necessarily look as pretty in the beginning, but it works. So let's get our skewers on here. And this isn't going to affect the cooking by using the parchment paper. It just, anytime you're using honey or sugar, it tends to stick a little bit more. So I just like using that. So let's get started with our plum sauce. Sorry, itchy nose. Okay, so I've got just some regular Smucker's red plum jam. And I'm guessing this is about a 1/4 cup that we're going to use. You know what, let's use a 1/2 cup. So next with this, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of the white wine, or I'm sorry, rice wine vinegar. And this is 1 tablespoon of that. We've got some ginger that I'm going to go ahead and throw in here. And this is about a tablespoon of ginger. You can use fresh ginger if you have it. I'm just trying to make things easy tonight. So, and then we're going to go ahead and do about a tablespoon. I forgot all of our measuring stuff inside. My bad. So this is about a tablespoon of brown sugar. And then I actually like to add a little bit of the minced garlic on this one. And basically, we're just kind of heating this up. That's a tablespoon of that, and then a tablespoon of soy sauce. I just think this is a great combination with the chicken that we're doing, and then we've got our pineapple that I'm just going to kind of toss off to the side. Gonna give this a quick stir. I'm gonna put this down on a low heat. I'm just basically wanting this to heat up. And I do want to add some red pepper flakes to this, which I forgot in the house. So we're gonna head back and grab that. But I already love the smell of the ginger with the garlic, the plum sauce. It's gonna be a little sweet, not like over the top sweet though. Oh, you know what? Look at me. I actually did remember the red pepper flakes. And this is just depending on how much you like. I'm going to do probably 2 teaspoons of that. So we're just going to give this a stir. This will thicken up just a little bit, but I'm not going to add anything to thicken this. All right, our chicken is cooking great, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a flip, which is easier said than done when they're on these skewers. I think next time maybe I just skip the skewers and just cook it straight on here, but there we go. Got a nice flip. You're getting a little bit of the browning on the chicken, and we're not going to use that because that chicken was raw. Guys, always try to remember not to use anything you're touching raw chicken with. Don't ever use on something else. You don't want to get cross-contamination. So, well, this plum sauce looks so beautiful already. It's just me and the husband tonight, so I can taste with our spoons. Oh, wow. You guys are going to love this plum sauce. All right. While we continue to cook that chicken, we're going to go ahead and do the Asian slaw. And basically, I'm going to go ahead, slide this over. And we are going to go ahead and toast these a little bit. And we're going to get some almonds. I'm going to get a little bit of butter for that, though. All right, so we got a little bit of butter. And I'm just going to toast the almonds on low here. We're going to let this sauce simmer. So I'm just going to do a teaspoon of butter. And then we're going to go ahead and toast our almonds just a little bit. You want to pay attention to the almonds because they do go from cooked to crispy quickly. So I'm not going to use the flavoring packet, but I'm just going to throw our ramen on here with a little bit of slivered almonds. And actually, our sauce is done. We're going to take that off. So with this, I'm just looking for a little light toast on this. And I love using the ramen noodles in the Asian salad. I think it gives it a nice little crunch and a little extra fun. You could add sunflower seeds to this. I think is very traditional in there too. So let's give that chicken one more turn. There we go. And I know it's probably hard to see, but you can see that you're getting this brown burnt part. That's from the sugar. And then what's nice, when you have the parchment paper, you can just kind of slide it when you're turning it. So, all right. So I just want a little bit of brown on those almonds. Not very much. We're just doing a really quick one on this. All right. So I'm going to shut this off. What I want to do is wait till I have the whole salad done before I add this, because once you start putting all of the sauce in, you're going to end up getting it a little bit, you lose the crunch on it. So let's go ahead and do our slaw. So I'm going to do 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to do 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. You could, if you've got more of the rice wine, you could certainly use that, but I don't have, ran out. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do a 1/2 cup of oil for this. And don't worry, I will leave all these measurements in the show notes. So we've got our sugar and a little bit of soy sauce. And then I'm going to give this a good mix, and then we're going to go ahead and throw in our coleslaw. And actually, I'm probably just going to use half this bag, just because I like it to be more fresh. All right. Give this just a quick mix. You can also throw that pineapple in here too. Gives it a nice little crunch. I've seen the mandarin oranges too actually look really good. So, all right, let's go ahead and throw our crunchy almonds in here. And it looks like our chicken is just about done. So you're getting a nice color on that chicken as well. And so you can get that brown. If you're cooking directly on the grill, it's definitely going to burn a whole lot more. So let's go ahead and grab a plate. I'm going to let this chicken finish off. I'm going to go ahead and turn that and get a plate real quick. All right. I got our fancy plate. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this coleslaw. I'm just going to go ahead and put it off to the side. Go ahead and grab our skewers. I'm just going to go ahead and throw them here, and we're going to just drizzle a little bit of this plum sauce here. You could do it like a little drizzle, or you can just serve it off to the side. So pop our pineapple over here, but you can see how this is all burnt and stuff. That's what would have been on the grill, and it sticks to your chicken. So this is one thing I love doing, is just doing that off to the side. So go ahead and pop our chicken off. Actually, I'm just gonna dip this in a little bit more of that plum sauce because it is so awesome. So if you haven't already subscribed, I can't wait to see you guys next time. Oh my God, you guys, that plum sauce is so amazing. You're going to absolutely love it. And the Asian slaw goes perfectly with this dinner. So, here's my eat. See you next time.